Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video, and in this video we're going to be looking at the first boss of the Migra Tauras dungeon. It's the level 43 dungeon, requires 6.1k gear score just to enter, or sorry, 6.2 pretty much just to enter, and it's pretty damn difficult. This is actually done today after the nerfs. It's pretty damn hard. We've had a couple of wipes before this, but I wanted to go through it, show the tactics and stuff like that. In this we are using a kind of DPS tank guardian, an actual DPS guardian, a paladin, a mage, and a berserker. As you can see, we haven't got food up and things like that. Would make this a lot easier, but let's get into the video. So first things first, boss looks like a big, awesome looking demon, which in itself is pretty damn cool. So as soon as you pull him, he's going to start hitting hard. We found that I could survive this really easily, as even without tank stance, honestly. I had to time my cooldowns out a little bit, and this wasn't the cleanest attempt actually we had, but it was actually the kill. So on your 3 bottom ability spam, so for me 3cc, I actually have a taunt. So I was holding aggro as the DPS stance to try and get the most amount of damage possible. I am actually stance swapping. Going for the 1 RR combos, the 2 CCC combos, and then the 3 CC combos as well. Basically communicating with my healer as and when you need to use cooldowns and things like that. My PC's actually up a little bit at the moment, so if I have a bit of bad graphics, I apologize. But yeah, so we're just going through. It's pretty easy at the moment. The only mechanics he's really done is like a forward-facing beam, as you can see there. Which hits quite hard and puts a bleed on people. Now, just one thing for tanks, if you look down here, there's actually a stacking armor PS debuff. You can reset that as a guardian with your immunity, and you should be doing it. This boss is almost unkillable unless you reset it with your immunity, because it stacks up to like 8-9 stacks, and he hits you for 80% plus of your health. So we're just going to keep killing it, and we are getting it to around 66%, of which is going to go into its next phase. This is his next mechanic, of which if you... Let's just go back a little bit. As you see, he'll charge away a little bit, so he doesn't actually go very far, and this is how we were able to kill him quite luckily. There's a little bit of RNG involved. So he's going to jump in a second. There we go. So he walks away, and then he does that big-ass knockback. And he does a lot of damage, honestly. It's a lot of raid healing needed. And then after that, he's going to stun someone. So he stuns, in this case, Nuke It Hard, the mage. And what you need to do here is everybody needs to be stacked up. It's a soak mechanic, so everybody needs to be stacked up 100%. And then your guardians can use the immunity to shield some of the damage. Between the 2 of them, you shouldn't have an issue surviving this. And it's just on your healer to get topped back up. I always tended to have a cooldown ready for after this fight, after that mechanic, sorry, so that I could help the healer just by taking a little bit less damage so that he could heal up other people. And again, it goes back to the same sort of straight line ability, which is pretty easy to dodge. As you can see, I'm actually getting low here and have no cooldown, so I'm a bit panicked. And then the healer gets hit and he's already low health. So this is where it gets a little bit messy. The damage overall in this fight is quite nuts. It really is, and it's hard to deal with. Now, just looking here, the enrage timer, I believe, on this boss is 4 minutes, and we're already 1 minute 40 through, about 55% of the boss health. So we're getting kind of tight already on the DPS, and no spoilers, but it's pretty difficult towards the end. So at this time, I'm still using the same combo. I got hit by the line there, and as you can see, I have that bleed on me, and it does start ticking hard. That tick there is just from the bleed. So go back into my normal stance. I'm immuning the bleed off because honestly I'm just taking too much damage at the moment, and at this point we're just trying to recover the fight, but we can't ever have the DPS swap from anything else. What actually happened here, and this is why having a second guardian is really nice, is Chainer actually picked up the boss aggro just for a second. That's all I needed it for, is just for 1 second. Here's that second mechanic again where he runs off and does the AoE. It's going to do a little bit of damage. You had you had one circle which is just an AoE damage, and then you have the second one which is the stun. So everyone stacks up on me. Chainer's going to use the immunity, and we're all good. We're just going to keep on going. And again, but I mean, look at it already. We have maybe a minute and a half to do like 40% of the boss health. We're already cutting it kind of tight, but we just have to keep burning. And at this point, we knew that it was going to be very, very close for us to be able to kill this boss. But we keep on pushing. We're all good. And around, so on the previous times, we'd managed to get it to like 5, maybe 10%, just as it's hitting in rage. And this time I said actively I was going to just hold my immunities. I'm not taunting anymore either. I'm full damage. If I drop aggro, I drop aggro. It happens. So this is the last one I can use. After this, I've got to start stacking them up for the immunity phase. And my combo at the moment is 1 RRR, 2 CCC. Basically, I armor break and bleed on my 2, and I have execute damage on my 1 RR. So he runs really close again, and this is where we get lucky. All 3 of them have been relatively close. As you can see, you have the circle, and then he goes into the stun, which is on me again. Chainer goes in for the shield, the immunity, and if you look at the the enrage right now, it literally is like 15 seconds, and I'm literally start counting it down in the second as well. There we go. So 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm like, right, okay. Ooh, sorry about that. I put my first immunity up, put my second immunity up, and my third immunity, and it dies. And we get some mixed dimensional grudge extract. Yay. So I apologize, like the video isn't in the greatest quality. It's actually me at the moment, and my PC should struggle, and it's been online at this point for about 85, 90 hours. It's been under the weather, honestly. It's not had a great week. But we finally got it down even after the nerfs. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy. A win for Tetrafy. Shout out to all these guys for coming along. And, yeah, more videos to come. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And catch you later, guys. Goodbye.